A local florist is back in Siouxland after working in the same hotel just days before the shooting incident occurred. KTIV's Nathan Price sat down to learn more about her experience and her reaction to the news.
I am here today with Jessica Crone, who actually just recently got back from Washington, D.C., working as a design ambassador for the First Lady's Luncheon. So talk to me a little bit about how that opportunity came about.
Yes, so I am a design ambassador for American Grown Flowers, and we had to apply for the position. There were 120 people that applied, and they picked 24 people to go design for the First Lady's Luncheon.
When you heard the news about the shooting incident, what were your thoughts, being that you were just in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, so it was just really kind of surreal. Where they actually apprehended the shooter, I was working in that exact location all week designing an install piece. So just the thought of me being exactly where he was not even 2 days ago was really kind of wild. The International Ballroom is directly above those stairs of where he was apprehended. So you come in through the doors and right where you go through security, and then right down the stairs is where the International Ballroom is held. So
Right.
Very, very close.
Yeah, but it's pretty close. But it was really good that the Secret Service was able to apprehend him as quickly as they did.
Yes, they're excellent. They were there all week as well when we were there, and security was very high and taken very seriously, and they did their job very well.
Given your experience working at the hotel, does it at all impact your thinking when it comes to President Trump's plan on actually making a ballroom in the White House?
Yeah, I have thought about that, and I think that given what just happened, it would be very wise to have a new updated facility to be the home of our events for all of our government and elected officials.
Well, Jessica, thank you for taking time to come in and talk to me about your experience in Washington, D.C.
My pleasure.
In Sioux City, Nathan Price, KTIV News 4.